no shortcuts. Might have seemed silly, yeah.
No shortcuts.
I'm here to give you motivation and a little bit of inspiration.
No shortcuts.
Me and the boss ain't easy. Every day somebody needs me.
It's no shortcuts.
I wake up, stretch, say a prayer, coffee and then some fresh air. Time to get it poppin'. I got a fresh 24. Hopefully I'm blessed with plenty more. Meanwhile, I'm thankful for the fire on the inside burning. I keep earning as the world keeps turning. The thing about life is you never stop learning. Hoping everybody Maxwell, Vernon. You make a plan, then you stick to it. Even in tough times, get through it. So get to it. And make sure your family's straight. We going worldwide, you understanding me, mate? Providing a platform where like minds can meet. Closed mouths don't get fed, want everybody to eat. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Tuesdays at noon, let's all get rich. It's no shortcuts.
Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
We back.
Greetings. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, after taking a week off last week. We're back. Today is, Tuesday, 22. Of course. July 22nd, 2025. And we're back for another installment. This has been a hot... too many rhymes. Too many times.
Yeah. Too much West
They don't
Coast.
know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're going to start out or going to time out today. Okay.
Wait a minute. I've been holding it in for 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo. But hey, listen. We're glad to be back.
I can't mess with you, man.
We're glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean?
I just want to say that this show was actually birthed from this exact thing right here.
Banter, this type of banter right here.
I'm trying to DJ somewhere, and this guy's in my ear while he's MCing with the one-liners.
One-liners, man. You know?
Then it became a show.
Yeah, because what happens is when I'm already in MC mode, I can't click it on and click it off. So once I'm there. Even in my commentary conversations we having, I'm there the whole night, you know? So that's how it works.
Natalia,
and then Famous was like, let's start a show. Yeah, greetings, Natalia. Foolhardy's in the house. Former guest, actually our last guest that we actually recorded a couple of weeks ago. Thank you for joining us. Who else is here, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, man. Yeah. It's been a hot summer, man, but we're making it. We're almost on the cusp of school starting back. My son has to meet the teachers next Tuesday. You know, so yeah, school is on the cusp of starting back, and it's been hot, but it's flown by. Everybody's been busy or vacay, you know, but still being productive with the family. But it's been a lot going on, and it's flying by. And even though it's so hot outside, the way I look at it is each day that goes by, we're a day closer to fall. That's how I look at it. You know, yeah. But other than that, man,
we're almost there, man. July's almost out of here. The weather will be getting a little bit better, I hope. It's a little bit cooler today.
But I think August still gonna, August into September, then it starts to taper down a little bit slowly. But hey, you gotta have these summer breaks, kids out of school, summer frees people up to do things leisurely, not necessarily with the kids, but even in my situation with playing concerts and things like that, because people are more oriented to be active and want to do recreational things. So we're thankful for the summer. The heat sometimes is just whoo-wee. You gotta stay hydrated and cool off when you can. And sunscreen.
Speaking of doing concerts, shout out to my man Dez the DJ. We met over last week, and I was talking to him about the show. He's going to be on in August, and I was telling him about the show and about you and all. And he's also he's a DJ, but he's also a musician. He sings, he does music. Nice. So I was trying to get him familiar with the chairman. He was like, "Oh yeah." So he knows all about the chairman. Familiar. He's in Nashville. He's from Nashville. Yeah. He's familiar with the chairman and all that. So he's excited to come on and we're gonna chop it up with him coming up next month on for sure.
Nice,
Shout out to
man.
Dez the
Nice.
DJ. That's my man.
Yeah, we had a guy pull up on us Saturday before we headed out. I was playing with the chairman of the board, and he's an artist. His management
Hmm.
wanted him to meet Ken. Shout out to New Jack Country. I'm following him on Instagram right now, but his management wanted him to meet Ken while they were in the area. I think he did. He sang with the band the night before at Middle C, and then they had ran down to Charleston, a Moncks Corner, to do something, and so they
Hmm.
was back on the way up Saturday. So they met up with us while we were loading the van to head out on Saturday. Just wanted to take some pictures, and he told Ken, I want New Jack Country to meet all the legends." So I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty cool, man. Yeah, I
cool.
thought that's pretty cool. So shout out to the
Yeah.
chairman of the board. Shout out to Ken Knox. Shout out to my guys, Mellow Groove, man, and everybody that's doing this music thing. My brother's in the
Shout
house,
out to
Smooth
Matt
Sales.
Hardison while we're doing shout outs.
Yeah, Smooth
What's up, brother?
Sales and Smooth Designs, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely follow him. If you guys shop at Amazon or anything at all, follow Smooth Sales. He has a variety of
Hmm.
products, and he'll get it shipped to you. And
Yes,
and he's right here on the
he's right here.
screen.
Go
What
ahead and
more
get
can you
that.
ask
Go
for?
ahead and start getting that Christmas list banged out
Yeah,
early.
that's Smooth
Early
Sales
for
on
sure.
Facebook. Yeah, and also if you need a flyer or something design, he can take care of you in that department as
Yeah.
well. Smooth Sales, Smooth Designs. Our second ever
Hmm.
guest on No Shortcuts, and that was
Yep.
what
Yep. Yep.
2022,
Yep.
something like that. Second ever guest,
Matt, if you get your hands on a MetaQuest, man, I might be in the market for one coming up soon for Christmas. So let a
Ah,
brother know.
MetaQuest. Yeah,
Yeah.
you VR
The
or
three
for the
or the three
kids?
is it's for the kids, man. We got the three, but now my younger daughter is getting into it as well, and my son don't
Yeah.
share very well. So we was
Ah,
thinking about getting
yeah.
her the junior version, the 3S, but we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They still up there a little bit in the stores. We looking
Exactly. That's
around
why
the
I'm
other day.
trying to holler.
Yeah, yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
why I'm
might
trying
come
to
through
holler.
with it, man.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
my
yeah.
controllers from him, when I need a replacement or
Hmm.
something like that.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
my brother up, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, that's
saying?
a good idea too because
He
I'll
got all
probably
the
yeah,
electronics,
I'm gonna hook up
games and
to
all
him
that.
because for the Xbox we're gonna probably do some upgrade controller joints that he can get
Yeah.
for Christmas and stuff. So yeah, check out Smooth Sales.
Yeah. And if he doesn't have it, he'll spend a few minutes at least looking around to see if he can
Hmm.
get it for you.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
for sure,
mean?
for
Yeah,
sure. We
yeah.
appreciate
See,
you,
there
brother.
we
Who
go.
else is watching? Who else is checking in with us so
Yeah,
far
much
today?
love, Matt. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for some reason the Facebook feed isn't
Isn't
on,
rolling
and
like
I got an
normal?
error message come back to me from Facebook, so I don't know what that's about. But we are live on
Ah,
YouTube, and I
yeah.
just shared it again on Facebook. But they're still gonna have to go to YouTube to watch it because
All
we are
right, no
not live on
worries.
Facebook right now. But this is what we want anyway. We want
Yeah,
it.
I
We
mean,
want it on Facebook.
because
We want it on YouTube.
yeah, well, on YouTube because we
Yeah,
want to increase our subscriptions,
yeah,
undoubtedly. So,
yeah.
with that being said, if you're watching live or you're watching this replay, ladies and gentlemen,
Hmm.
you have not hit that subscribe button yet. Do not leave here today until you do.
Absolutely.
Because then, once you subscribe every week when we go live, or even if we post new content,
Hmm.
you get it. You get it. You get the first notification to let you
Yeah,
know, hey, we got some exclusive things going on. So, want to be a
absolutely.
part of it.
Be in the know. Be in the know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we got to say, moment of silence and rest in peace. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man,
Hmm.
passed away yesterday. I came across further details this morning that he had drowned. I don't know all the
Yeah.
details, everything yet, but part of our childhood, man, watching the Cosby Show, Theo the Gordon Gartrell. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Gartrell shirt, man, that was classic. And even after the Cosby Show, Malcolm and Eddie. And
Yeah.
for those that know, Malcolm Jamal Warner was also a musician,
Hmm.
played bass. And shout out to Shay's Lounge, place that we play at here off and on. She used to host him. They had him,
Hmm.
come and play several times
Yeah.
with showcasing his music. So if y'all didn't know, Malcolm Jamal Warner was a musician.
Hmm.
Google or YouTube later on and check him out, man. On bass, he does some spoken word and stuff too.
Yeah.
So he was like
He
in
was
the
a
next
true
phase of his career.
renaissance man, man. I know also back in the day I remembered he directed music videos.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was talking about that.
I know for sure he directed
New Edition,
New
right?
Edition, Any
Yeah,
Heartbreak. He directed that
yeah.
video. And you'll have to fact check me, but I was almost certain that he directed a special ed video. Either I Got It Made or I'm
Okay,
the Magnificent. I forget which one it was, but I think
I
he was
gotta look that
on
up.
that one too. But then he did, he directed. Sometimes I'll be watching the TV show and I just see the
And you
name in
see
the
the name.
credits. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he directed that episode of Law and Order. Whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he was a
yeah.
Renaissance man, and he just kind of kept it moving. I saw him recently on an episode of a show. He's
Hmm.
one of them dudes that just look good forever,
Yeah,
man. It's a
yeah,
good,
yeah. Look the
just
same.
don't ever age. You know what I'm saying? Look
Justine,
really good.
Justine.
That was a good one. That was a good one
And I
too.
think too, man. What's up, James? James F.
James,
Masters and
what's
gentlemen.
happening? Welcome,
Man,
welcome.
faithful member of the community, former guest. And please look him up on your digital streaming platforms. James
Yes,
F. Masters. I think he's still releasing music, man. Like
yes,
we
man.
can't keep up with you, James.
Turning them out.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I think also, think of whatever you want to of Bill Cosby and his latest situation, whatever. But I think he was sharing the game with Malcolm Jamal and the
Hmm.
other members of the cast. As far as okay, well, look, you can
Yeah,
do. You not only can you act, but you can get in directing,
right.
producing. So
Hmm.
it's like on some mentorship, learning the business, and you can see Malcolm, whatever he learned
Hmm.
being on the Cosby Show, he definitely applied all of those things to
Yeah.
his career. So rest in peace, man. It almost feels like, you know what I mean, someone even though you never met them, but they such a part of
Yeah.
your life
Such a part of your life for
and your
sure.
childhood, and with his creativity and his
Hmm.
contribution with entertainment, not just acting, music, directing,
Hmm.
producing, and all the things he's done. So
Yeah, yeah.
wanted to at least acknowledge that for sure.
Definitely contributed to the culture, man. And also, just while we're on that note, there was a young man that lost his life last weekend at the Watermelon Festival in Pageman,
I
bro.
heard about that, and we played down
We
there a few
played down
years
it just a
ago,
couple
man.
years ago. Y'all were there. We were set to go out that Saturday morning. We were going
What
to
was
be
the
going.
details on that? Just
My
some
daughter
after.
was going to be in the festival with her cheer squad. They were going to be on a float, and then we got the message first thing Saturday morning that they canceled it. But it was young dudes, man, 17-year-old. He was a football
Yeah.
player, and then the guy the kid who shot him was also
Wow.
another 17-year-old. They got him.
Mm.
They have the young man who committed the crime, and it's just a sad
Yeah.
situation for all parties
Yeah.
involved, man. It's just we want
Yeah.
that stuff to stop.
Yeah. So this happened during the actual
It
festival or
happened
after?
Friday night. It happened Friday
Yeah.
night
Okay.
at the festival.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy because the sound. Shout out to Chucky Robinson. He did sound for Mellow Groove last Thursday in York, South Carolina. And then he was working at the Watermelon Festival
Hmm.
Friday and
That's
posted, and
when
I
it
heard the
happened.
news Saturday.
Yeah.
But hey guys, teenagers, young men,
Yes.
put the guns down. And if
Yeah.
you got a problem, if it get what happened to, like Pop said on Friday? What happened to just throwing the dukes, man?
Hmm.
At least you live to see another day.
Yeah. Fight
You know what I
somebody.
mean?
Fight somebody. It's
Yeah,
okay.
they
It's
but they
okay to fight
weak. Let's be
somebody.
honest. They
Yeah.
scared. Everybody want to get punched in the face,
Hmm.
and so they want to go grab guns and thinking
Yeah.
that that's cool. And nah, man, nah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if you
So
got to
now we
duke it
got
out
two.
sometimes.
We got two lost lives. The guy who was murdered, and the young man who did it. He gonna be gone forever. You know how South Carolina
Exactly.
Department of Corrections are.
And then if you find out what the actual issue was, probably
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
minimal,
Yeah.
minuscule, whatever the
What's her
word I'm
name?
looking for. Yeah,
Something
her
like that.
name
Yeah.
or the $20 that you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
I've been asking you about for 3 weeks, but
Right.
sometimes if people owe you money, just look at it like I paid you $20 to go away.
That's right. Frog's tail. Frog's
Because
tail.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. You never see him
you know what I
anymore.
mean.
$20. He's out of
Yeah,
here.
if that's all it took for you to disappear, okay,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now we all know, but yeah, but again, condolences to that gentleman's family, friends,
Hmm.
and everything else, and just smarten
Yeah.
up, young men. Smarten up.
Absolutely. Smarten up. Then they canceled the whole festival obviously because they didn't want to move on. At
Messing it
first,
up for
at first
everybody.
Friday evening, they posted that they were going to continue, and then I guess there was a whole lot of community feedback from that. So then Saturday morning, they decided they just gonna scrap it and cancel
Uh,
the whole festival for the weekend. So
yeah,
um,
yeah,
good decision.
yeah,
Good decision.
yeah.
Gonna be a lot
Because
of a lot
it
of
leaves a
unknowns.
stain. It just messes it up for everybody. I mean,
Hmm.
and why, like, okay, even doing that, you're in public. You're in a
Yeah.
public setting. I
With
mean,
a bunch of, it's police everywhere. You know,
that and
in that
a bunch
festival.
of people.
Hmm.
And so, hey, if you gotta just duke it out somewhere,
Hmm.
man. Duke it out
Yeah.
somewhere. If you
Meet
got
me
an issue to
outside.
that,
Meet
man.
me outside. 3 o'clock after
One,
school.
two, meet me outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, man.
What
All
you been up
right.
to, man? What you been up to the last
So we
the
weren't here
last
last
couple
week,
weeks?
right?
Yeah.
All right, because Famous has been busy, you guys. So I mean, we all been busy, but he's been busy on vacay and
At the
family
frat
time. Balance,
house.
yeah, balancing out his work with his relaxation, which
Yes,
we
sir.
we also preach here. Let me look back a second. Okay, so man, all right. So I think last we were here 2 weeks ago. So chairman of the board and the executives, we went to Lexington. That was July 11th, after the week after same week Natalia's episode was.
Hmm.
We were in Lexington for outdoor concert series there, man. Again, I can definitely be the identifier that it's been a hot summer
Hmm.
outdoor concerts, but we had a great time
Yeah.
in Lexington, man. And it's all and the fans are always so great. Sometimes they come at the time of sound check, and they want to give you cookies and this and that. So we appreciate you guys out there in Lexington. Then the following Saturday, we went to Augusta, which was fun, man. We played on a show with the Tams and another artist, Tony. His name escapes me at the moment. I'm gonna look it up, but we were indoors for that one, so that was a good at a theater down in Augusta. Augusta is pretty nice. I never
Hmm.
really, I
Yeah.
don't know if
Yeah.
I really, yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
like it
really
there.
nice. Yeah, and then so after all the band sound check, the promoter walked us down to this establishment. We had catered food. It was probably the best catered meal of the year.
Hmm.
If I had to, if I had to, yeah. And shout out to Stephen Davis, former guest of our
Hmm.
platform. He also
Hmm.
joined us. He helped us out during the That's My Story days. He came through with some family, was celebrating his birthday.
Oh, cool.
So that was great, man. And let's see, then the following week, which is last week, shout out to my guys, the band that I co-founder of, Mellow Groove. We had a outdoor concert out in York, South Carolina for their concert series, which that opportunity came about from a Martin Luther King event we did in January. And the promoter, the lady who books for that concert series was there in January. So
Nice.
it was hot, man. It's a new concert series. I was telling Famous before we came online, we wanted to give them a little heads up. They didn't have a green room or a dressing area for the band.
Hmm.
They had the public restrooms. So it was like, we would just wear our pants or shorts, whatever you're going to wear there. So you don't have to fully change in a public setting
Hmm.
and then, bring a shirt to change or whatever shoes you're going to wear.
Yeah.
But which brings me just back to things that we've spoken about here. Sometimes people in these newer situations just have to be educated on certain things, accommodations that the band is going to need. And they looked out, water, Gatorade, food, but we just like, in the future, you might want to have a green room and a dressing room for the band to, after sound check, cool off a little bit and then
Hmm.
come back out, and then when we take a break, go cool off again. Cause you don't want to be outdoors from 4 for sound check all the way to almost 11 when you're packed up for an
Yeah.
outdoor concert series. But nonetheless, shout out to the city of York, all of the people that came out to jam with Mellow Groove last Thursday, man. It was a great time. Great time. And then let's see, what else did we have? And then Saturday, Wake Forest, chairman of the board and the executives went to Wake Forest, man. We performed at the Renaissance Center for the Theater for the Arts. I'm probably not saying that exactly correct. Just trying to call off memory, but it was sold out. Another indoor concert, which I was thankful for after being
Yeah.
outdoors from 4 to
Please.
11 on Thursday. And shout out to Miss Debbie McFadder, the chairwoman of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, invited us to cut. She lives in Wake Forest. She invited us over after the concert and
Hmm.
we had some heavy hors d'oeuvres and some
Broke a little bread.
fellowship. Yeah, bread was broken bread everywhere. Yeah, so yeah, and then Sunday I was at Mount Dewell Baptist Church. We had Women's Day at church on Sunday, and then Monday, a little bit of R&R. And here we are today. Natalia
Yeah, and so it
says,
says at
at
least the
least,
organized can provide a camper. If there's no green room, yeah, they should pull a
yeah.
camper out there for you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that'd be
There's
nice.
many options. So one of my
Mm-hmm.
ideas was, so the park is right where the health department is, like right across where the parking lot where the band part. So my idea was just like maybe they could talk to someone at the health department and just maybe secure a room on the
Mm-hmm.
days that there's concerts and just have someone from the health department leave them a key. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? There's
yeah,
there's
yeah,
there's
yeah.
ways you can figure it out, but at the end of the day, you want those who are entertaining. You want to be able to accommodate them so we're not feeling the full stress. And I did see
Mm-hmm.
people message me like after and like, oh, we didn't bring lawn chairs and it was hot, so we had to tiptoe out. So
Mm-hmm.
if that's the case with some of the general public, you just want to have certain accommodations for the band
Mm-hmm.
for outdoor concerts, just so they can just cool off. All you need is sometimes just a little time in between just to cool off and a
Yeah,
place to change. you know
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Bring us some water bottles, man, please.
Well, we had the water. I will say we had the water and the Gatorade. They
Mm-hmm.
definitely looked out on that. But just again, something to keep in mind. And
Yeah.
again, sometimes people, if it's a new thing and they haven't really booked bands and stuff before, they have to just be educated because they're not
Mm-hmm.
going to think about it from the band perspective.
Right, right.
They're not. They don't have the ability to unless you bring it to their attention. But
Mm-hmm.
wonderful concert series, man. So y'all check it out if you're near York, South Carolina. They got a few more concerts left out there this summer. It's the City Park, City Park concert series, York,
Mm.
South Carolina. Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
man.
man. You were
So
quite
that's about.
busy.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
it's always something to do, and
Yeah,
then of
absolutely.
course, parenting and church obligations, and you got to
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
fit those rehearsals in, and setting up future dates for Mellow Groove and the correspondence. All of the two band group
Mm-hmm.
text is
Yeah.
almost a full time job,
Mm-hmm.
day to day.
Yeah.
This date coming in, or you're putting an itinerary together, or whatever the case. Or we got, hey, you guys available? If I'm booking, hey, talking to my guys, you guys available for this date? Go back. Okay, what's the details? It's okay. Go back, tell the guys, and making a quote. So day to day, it's stuff to do, man. That
Mm-hmm.
kind of eats away at the time, but
That's what I say.
it's way better than having nothing at all to do.
Exactly. That's
Because
a week in the life of a entertainer,
yeah,
entrepreneur. Like whatever y'all are doing, your week is about sounds like that too. You're just doing a lot of hustle and back and forth, a lot of correspondence.
yeah,
Same
and
thing
it's
for me.
beautiful, man. I almost got emotional like last week
Mm-hmm.
thinking about my guys, Mellow Groove, and like the amount of inquiries, and it's like we got this Christmas date, right, at Christmasville, a
Mm-hmm.
rebook, and the country club here in Rock Hill asking about the Christmas party,
Mm-hmm.
and then stuff is just constantly coming in. You got the Max Abilities Savor the Flavor coming up, then you got another person from Max Abilities. Well, I'm the manager for Max Abilities. We have a staff appreciation, can you guys do this? And it's almost overwhelming, and it's like we looking back 20 years ago, we walking around
Mm-hmm.
trying to hand out free things and asking people, can we play here? And then now it's just a surplus of opportunity coming in.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
whether it's a duo or a three piece or a full band situation, it's a lot of things going on. So it's just like, sometimes you have to step outside of yourself and look back and like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
very, very proud of the guys, man, and myself included, that we've been able to maintain. It's not easy,
Yeah.
to get keep a group of guys on the same schedule or goal for 20 plus years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then the core of the band is college buddies and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful story. We're gonna come out with the book one day.
Yeah, yeah, please do, please do. Anybody watching, this is an interactive show, so talk to us,
Yeah,
talk back
talk
to us,
to us.
please. I don't want to
Yeah,
listen to
there
myself the
is
whole time, so talk
and
back
there
to us.
is
Let
no
us know what you
guests.
got going on,
Mm-hmm.
man. This
Because this
past
is a
week,
check-in.
this is
Go
just a
ahead, Fink.
check in,
Yeah,
because
just
we've been
no guests
off,
today.
and we're gonna be off again next week. We'll be back full time in August, but we're just gonna do a couple little random check-ins when we can here
That's
and there
it.
until we get back full
Yeah,
strength. This past week I was in Nashville, man. We went on
yeah. I see you met Joe Bunn
Tuesday. Yeah, so
again.
it was my first time meeting him in person.
Oh,
This
okay,
was
okay, got you.
So with the Crate Hackers, it was a big, I guess we would call it a conference or a convention, but it wasn't really as much because most like DJ conferences are filled with seminars all week long and like
Yeah.
back to back speakers and people speaking about stuff. This was a
Mhm.
little bit different, it was a little bit more interactive. It was all centered around the 5 year anniversary of Crate Hackers.
Wow.
And so they got together, they planned this event and called it Hacker Hotel. So they rented out the Flight
Mm.
House, which is an amazing
Ah.
place. And guys, they paid to stay at the Flight House, and they had like I think like 10 different rooms to stay in of different sizes,
Okay.
different price points.
Yeah.
And it was a combination of educational things, learning, and camaraderie. Like there was stuff to do. There was pickleball. There was
Yeah.
pool.
Oh, pickle.
Kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
getting together and getting to know all these people that we've known virtually for the last 5 years, but never met in
Uh-huh.
person. Kind of getting together and doing stuff together, man. So it
Yeah.
wasn't just
Sweet.
filled with conferences and seminars, but there was a good mix of that.
Uh-huh.
For example, like DJ Ragoza, who was a world champion, like DMC champion DJ. He
Okay.
does a group called Dangerous DJs where you can learn from him how to scratch and stuff, and even how to
Yeah.
make your own remixes and stuff. So
Nice.
one half of one day was all DJ Ragoza doing like scratch
Yeah. Showing his
workshops
thing.
and
Yeah.
workshopping. Like
Doing
they
his
had
thing.
different setups all over the room, and you can
Mhm.
do what he's doing. And they
Wow.
would
That's
go
pretty
around the
neat.
room like they just had like a beat going, and he would demonstrate, go to you,
Mhm.
you do it for four
Mhm.
bars, you do it for 4 bars, just kind
Ah.
of teaching them right on the
Nice.
spot, going around the room. Another group of DJs there, they were going to be playing on the rooftop in Nashville at
Mm.
Whiskey River. We like
Okay.
Aaron set all this up. Aaron and
Yeah.
Jamie and
Former
Nate,
guest,
they set
Aaron
all
Trailer,
this up.
right?
Yeah, where he
Uh-huh.
actually rented out the rooftop of Whiskey River for DJs to play, and they had 20-minute
Nice.
sets. So
Wow. That's
before
dope.
their 20-minute, the day of their sets, they got to sit with Nick Spinelli, who was another DJ that like in the wedding DJ
Okay.
space, everybody knows Nick Spinelli.
Okay.
He came out, and we
Wow.
got him on video, like he's actually sitting down with these dudes, helping them work on their sets of what they're
Yeah.
gonna be
That's
doing later on that night.
incredible.
And then another workshop was like different parts of the hotel of the Flight House.
Uh-huh.
There was one set up with Nick Spinelli working with guys. There was one set up with DJ Dynamics and Ragoza working with guys. There was another setup.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're in the wedding world, you're sitting down with Joe Bunn and Justin the DJ working on
Mhm.
wedding music and stuff like that. Like it was just
That's
really
nice.
cool that these guys got to work one
Yeah.
on one and
Hands
bounce
on.
ideas off of these gentlemen and ladies that they've been following and
Mhm.
emulating for all these years. So it was such a cool experience. I was there basically. I was doing content. I was
Okay.
doing recording. I was recording everything. We shot a
Yeah.
music video that I was recording. It was so cool, man. And
Yeah.
and like to your point, I got to meet Joe Bunn for the first time. We've always corresponded
Okay.
online for the past
Okay.
6 years,
Yes.
but I've never met him in person. He's up in Raleigh.
Got you.
And
Uh-huh.
I couldn't miss the opportunity to tell him,
Nah.
how important he had been,
Yeah.
to my growth as a business owner and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So that was
Mhm.
a cool experience. And just overall, the whole week was super cool, man. We got tons of content to put out now. We got tons of stuff.
Okay.
And the music video was a promo for the next one, which is going to be in Miami in January. We're doing it
Really?
again.
Oh,
And
you going down to Miami?
as soon as the thing was announced, it sold out because all the DJs that were there wanted to do it again. So it was already
Mhm.
sold out.
It's how you catch them right off the
Catch 'em. Exactly.
yeah.
Like
Now
people,
we gotta go ahead and sell.
as
They-
he's talking
they-
about
the
it
aura
and
of it,
announcing it and where to go and how to pay for it, people holding up their phones like, I already did it. I already did it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So sold out that
Yeah.
quick. And then the whole thing ended on Thursday night with a big mega live stream because that was the 5 year anniversary party.
Uh-huh.
So it was like a 9-hour live stream of DJs
Phew.
back to back to back. And it was two different rooms. So they would go from one to the other, one to the other.
Yeah.
Joe Bunn started, Aaron Trailer DJ'd. And again, then a lot of these DJs that these guys have looked up to for so long, Ragoza,
Yeah.
DJ Scooter, DJ Dynamics, they all like went on for an hour or whatever on
Wow.
Twitch, and
Yeah.
they got some stats after the fact that at some point
It went
over
crazy,
the
huh?
9 hours, it was 13,000 people that had tuned in at some point to that Twitch stream. So
That's
it just
awesome,
went nuts.
man.
It was supposed to end at midnight, I think, and it kept going because other people just kept, other people
Wow.
who are DJs, but like part of the crew, like Nate
Yeah.
Nelson was the guy in charge of all the recording and the live streaming. He has this
Uh-huh.
whole business of, you know, high end production, you know, he
Mm-hmm.
got on and
Yeah.
started DJ. You know what I'm saying?
He,
So yeah,
yeah.
because he's also a
Wow.
very accomplished DJ. And I was like, yo, you
Yeah.
got on
He
and
had to get some.
he just bought a little thumb drive with all his music. He's like, I'm DJing off a thumb drive right now, and just went in
Wow.
and got busy. Like these are
Yeah.
like world class DJs, man. It was so much
That's
fun, and I was
awesome,
on
man.
camera for the live stream. I was on camera. I was on
Uh-huh.
on a rolling camera. So Nate had main cameras on whoever's DJing, and then I was walking around the room with another camera that he could
Okay.
cut to, you know,
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
getting B
nice.
shots and stuff. So it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. It was a lot
That
of fun,
sounds
man.
like it, man. Wonder
And
sound like a wonderful experience,
yeah,
especially for any DJ up and coming
yeah,
or established. I mean, it just seems
yeah,
like that's where everybody was meeting to
yeah,
learn, glean. Let me see how you do. You're top notch, but we can perform and show you how to do some stuff. So
yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Servicing your people,
Yeah,
man.
service in the community, man, giving back. And at one point, people, well, they weren't supposed to know that Nick Spinelli was coming. He was supposed to be a surprise guest, right? Because we were going out to
Uh-huh.
lunch at this bar for lunch, and
Hmm.
they had all it was all paid for, and Nick was there DJing. So when you go into the spot and
You
you
it
come
was
up the
like a
stairs,
surprise.
you're supposed to be surprised. It's, oh my god! So
Yeah.
I had video capture of people coming in and seeing that it was,
Uh,
like you can hear the music, and then you
uh-huh.
walk in, you open the door, and you see this Nick who's was like, oh my god, Nick
Yeah.
Spinelli's here. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was a cool little
Yeah.
surprise. Some of it was
That's
spoiled
great,
because they
man.
knew, like some people had seen him the night before at the hotel because he was staying.
Mm.
Some of the other guys who weren't staying on site, they had just paid to stay at the Virgin, which is across the street, and that's where Nick
Okay.
was staying too. So some people had
Got you.
seen him the night before, but that was the big surprise. Like, oh, Nick Spinelli's here, He's like
Very
spinning for
nice.
our lunch. He's the DJ
Yeah.
while we're eating lunch and
What a
drinking
treat,
beers or
huh?
whatever. Yeah, it was
Yeah. What a
cool.
treat.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool. It was a good experience, even for me. Just even though I
Oh,
was
of course.
working
I
it,
could
I was part of
imagine.
the
Yeah.
crew. I was still
Uh,
able to soak in a lot of that game. You know.
yeah, man. Yeah, sounds like it was just incredible to be around. And
Yeah.
great atmosphere while you're learning, and
Hmm.
so much so. Let me go ahead and pay for the next one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Would you say
Exactly.
Miami? Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
Miami
You
in
know.
January, so it's gonna be again, you know, a time of the year that we're not very busy. So
Hmm. You
they
might
they
make it
got
on
this
down there.
big old mansion in Miami that they already secured. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, I already got the
Yeah.
ticket
Hey.
like that. I already got
Yeah,
the
all
ticket
right.
like that.
Hey, do you make it do what it do? And I just wanted to shout out Miss former guest Ryan Jenkins of our platform.
Oh
She's
yeah,
been
yeah, yeah, yeah.
posting it,
Hmm.
being a very a big contributor to our community. But I saw she was on a morning show. Some I forget the station, but she's promoting her stuff. So she was on a morning show somewhere, I
Hmm.
think in Charlotte, maybe Columbia. I
Hmm.
didn't get all the details, but shout out to her. She really been on her grind,
Hmm.
especially now that she's joined our community, seeing she's doing quite a lot. And shout out to everybody who contributes to our community. We appreciate you all, and
Hmm.
keep doing it. Keep doing it, and
Please
share
do,
your
please do.
accolades, share your highlights. If you have even a thought that you want to share,
Hmm.
or even a positive meme or what have you, please continue to share. That's what the community is there for. And shout out to
Yeah.
everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
Twitch.
Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Spotify, however you view this content of No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. We
Yeah,
salute you and we
it's gonna be
appreciate you so much.
some new things coming, man. Soon as I can sit down, sit my behind down, and get it
Uh-huh.
done. Like I said, we talked about working on the actual Facebook page for the podcast, but it's, you know, to be
Uh-huh.
able to post clips and some other
Hmm.
BTS stuff, and redirecting, and you know, getting an actual website for the podcast. I'm working on these things. I'm hoping to have it done, you know, to start the fall. But like I
Okay.
said, I gotta set my behind down right
Oh
after
yeah.
I
Busy
just got
man.
back Friday, you know, from Nashville,
Uh-huh.
and we're home for a few days. Had a lot of stuff around the house to do. Some things we were working on, some projects here, and then we're leaving Thursday morning to go
Hmm.
to Virginia,
Hmm.
and Saturday we're gonna be in. Yeah, Thursday through pretty much Thursday through next Wednesday, we're gonna be in Virginia slash DC,
Okay.
um, doing a little vacation. Then we're gonna go visit my
Yes.
dad for his annual event that's always at the end of July that I'm
Yeah.
DJing for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Are you
Yeah,
DJing again?
I'm DJing
All
again,
right.
and then we're gonna head back to our the spot that we rented in Southern Virginia. We're gonna spend a few more
Hmm.
days down there, and then we'll be back. We'll be back in town. I think next Thursday or Friday. I don't even remember. But once I get to sit down a little bit, we're gonna revamp some
Yeah.
things with this particular podcast and have a little
Uh-huh.
bit more, a little bit easier ways to
Yeah. To
connect and things like that.
access.
And
Yeah.
tonight, one last thing. Tonight,
Crate
Crate
hackers
Hackers
tonight.
Hackathon on Twitch tonight, and I will be actually hosting it.
What time
Special.
is that?
This is at
7,
8 o'clock.
8?
Eight
Because I
o'clock
normally,
Eastern on
yeah.
Twitch, and we are gonna be talking with Joe Bunn and Brian B. And the whole theme is wedding music, wedding DJ music, wedding
All
crates.
right.
So we're gonna be hacking into some wedding crates from two of the most valuable wedding and event DJs
Yeah.
out there, Joe Bunn and Brian
Hmm.
B. So, and I'm actually going to be hosting this one, so I get a little bit more screen
Yeah.
time than I
Yeah.
normally
Post
get
that,
on
man.
these
So
hackathons.
yeah, post that so I can be sure to
Yeah,
tune in and put a bullet point by it. I'm gonna check it out.
yeah,
I got
for
tonight
sure.
kind of free. Some Tuesdays I have choir practice, depending
Hmm.
on which choir is singing that particular Sunday. But this
Hmm.
tonight I'm free, so I'll
Good deal.
join in. I think my
Good
sister
deal.
goes live on her thing about 5 something, so I'll probably
Hmm.
do that. Touch of Faith, she goes live on Tuesdays, and then I'll take a little transition and, and run over there and check you guys out for a
Yeah,
little bit.
man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's it.
Natalia got to learn from the best. It's invaluable.
Yeah,
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 so true.
it was really cool, and just those guys, just watching those guys being able to get that experience, and even the guys DJing on the rooftops. I started sending them some of the content I made from them on the rooftops, and like they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
man, thank you so much," because it's like on the rooftop with like the whole downtown Nashville behind you. It's just like priceless. Now they can
Ah,
use that on their socials and to help their,
yeah.
to help their game when when they go back home. It was
Content.
guys from Iowa, from Utah, my man from Delaware, a couple guys from Texas, a couple guys were from Nashville. I mean, it's just
Uh-huh.
all over the world.
That's nice.
A couple lady DJs. One was from Florida and one was from Ohio. So it was a bunch of just the community was real strong, and
Yeah.
just seeing
That's
them get the opportunity
what
to
it's
do
all
something
about.
that they may not have been able to do, in their hometown, and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool to
And
see.
and and doing an event like that, I could only imagine elevates your confidence and
Hmm.
everything so much when you come out of there, you feel like you could run through a brick wall.
Yeah,
Like
because
I
you
can
see
do.
all these DJs there watching you and
Yeah.
cheering you on and loving what you're
Mhm.
doing. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
even if you messed up a little bit, because it
Yeah.
happens. It's live.
It happens.
Something
Nobody's perfect.
one mix is gonna be a little bit off beat every once in a while, and everybody was like, "Yeah, you're
Yeah.
killing it. You're killing it." They were like
Yeah.
really excited and
Mhm.
really cool. And my man DJ
Nice.
Ragoza, so he and his wife actually work together, and she's a guitar player.
Mhm.
She does like rock
Oh,
guitar.
really?
I didn't know this before, but she used to play with Cirque du Soleil, and like she's like a real
Oh,
classically trained guitarist. So they do a
wow.
thing where he DJs and she
She
plays
plays?
guitar along with him,
Yeah,
and he has
that's it.
all these
That's
routines. And they did that on the
yeah,
live stream, but on the
nice.
rooftop, she actually DJ'd, and
Ah,
she'd been DJing for like 3 or 4 years. He'd been teaching her. So when you got a world champion DJ as a husband,
yeah,
and she had like the best set, and she's been DJing for four
really,
years. And I showed some of it to Emily when I got home, and Emily, that was her favorite one too because of what she
really.
was playing. Because she was playing like Lil Jon and like that
Wow.
real like southern
Yeah,
like head buster, fight
yeah,
some
yeah.
people, from
Uh-huh.
that era. She's playing music from that era, and Emily was
Nice.
like, "Yo, she was the best one. She was killing it, man.
Wow.
You could
Yeah,
just see."
that's great.
everybody
Hmm.
was just so positive. And
So now you're gonna teach Emily. That's the conclusion y'all came
nah,
to.
Emily's 50 years old, man. She don't want to learn how to DJ.
It's
She
never,
don't want to
never
learn how to
too late.
DJ. I know, but it's not.
Never too
She's
late.
not interested. She just
Ah,
likes to
okay. She's
listen
not.
to
That
it.
well, that's okay. We got so then we got it.
Yeah.
She's not interested. No
Yeah, she
problem.
wants to listen to it, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. It
Yeah.
was a cool experience, and it just
Uh,
shows you things that you didn't know about people. Like you see these guys on Instagram with their hundreds of thousands of followers, and they have every reason to be, a little bit feeling themselves, but it just wasn't
yeah,
like that
but
at all.
yeah, and,
Yeah, it
and what I
wasn't like
found
that.
in my experiences is, man, the people who could, I guess, be a little arrogant or
Hmm.
based off of accolades and XYZ are usually the most humble.
Exactly.
Even like a bunch of the legendary musicians and artists that
Hmm.
I had a chance to speak to in 2020, and not only that, but over the years in general, and you still follow up. Uh, some of the most humblest people, man.
Hmm.
Shout out to Miss Jean Carn. She checks on me on Instagram,
Hmm.
just from being on That's My Story. She'll comment on my stories sometimes, or just say, "Hey, just you keep doing a good job, or keep up the good
Hmm.
work." Whatever. I'm like, this lady's so accomplished. She don't have to say anything to me, but
Hmm.
oftentimes they're the most humble, and I think that's how you actually get to that point by
Yeah.
remaining humble. It's the people who are arrogant for no reason. Why
Arrogant for no reason.
why you so arrogant, man?
Exactly. You don't
Well,
even know.
humility. Remember that. No shortcuts,
Exactly.
community. Humility is key as to your success as well as you climb
Yeah.
these ladders. Because the same folks you pass on the way up, if you come down, you're gonna pass the same folks.
That's true. That's for true.
Yeah.
True. That's for
Mhm.
truey.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that
So.
was it, man. So that was the week we had. Again, y'all see all kinds of content
Mhm.
that came from it, man. Mostly, I mean, there's some stuff from my 360 camera, but most of it is right from my iPhone, and it's like really good
Really.
quality stuff. But
Yeah.
and then when we get the content from the actual live stream, it's just nuts. But it was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. It was one
No.
of those things where I agreed to do something that I thought I ain't have no business doing, but
Yeah, but
it
yeah,
worked
but
out.
was that your first time like being a part of the crew? Like, is it doing
In
capturing
person.
film?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
okay.
person. Yeah.
Well,
I've
capturing
met none
film.
of these people in person before. We've only communicated online through live streams and
Yeah.
helping produce the live streams behind the scenes and helping write the
Hmm.
newsletter and stuff like that. But this was my first time. Even other like mini workshops that they've done before, I've never
Uh,
been able to attend, but this just happened to fall in the middle
yeah.
of July when I was already off anyway, and
Yeah.
it was during the week where it was a lot easier schedule wise for for Emily with the kids, and she
Hmm.
was very very positive, and she saw it to be a good opportunity as well. So it's
Yeah.
good to not have
And
to
you're doing
have that to worry about.
camera work anyway. Like
Right.
between the platforms and
Hmm.
content as far as for these different platforms that you're producing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I don't think you was a fish out of water. You had some business doing that. You had
Yeah.
some qualifications and credentials.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it gave you a different, I guess, perspective. Even though it was there for DJs, but you had a
Hmm.
different job you were doing, but you still was able to soak up all of the aura and everything and
Yeah.
the knowledge and things that's going on. So,
Yeah, man.
next time they go put you on the ones and twos now that your foot is in the door.
Well, it was offered, and
Ah,
I brought my decks just in case. Because
yeah.
my man Dominic was like, "Yeah, man, I can't wait to hear you DJ." I was like, "I'm not DJing."
Former
He was like,
guest,
"Oh, you
Dominic,
should."
yeah.
So last minute, I decided to pack my controller, but I ended up not even bringing it out the suitcase. It was just so
Okay.
busy. It was so many.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was their
Okay.
first time doing something like this too, so it wasn't exactly everything happened according
Yeah,
to plan. So it was a lot of moving parts for everybody to figure out
yeah.
in real
And
time.
sometimes you
So
want to see.
yeah,
Sometimes you just want to see first,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then okay, I'm gonna
Exactly.
catch the next one. Let me
Yeah,
just,
so I might do a set. I
yeah.
might do a set in Miami, but I'm gonna go get one of my D nice fedora hats and do one of those, do one
Hey,
of those type joints.
yeah. And if you need me to come MC, just let me know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's to me. That's the only way to do it because that's the one thing that
Yeah.
nobody else is doing. Doing
Oh,
the
okay.
MC DJ situation. You know what
We
I'm
might
saying?
have an angle.
Yeah, we have to go back to the Mad Skills Jazzy Jeff challenge
Let's do it, man. Let's
for
do. We'll
sure.
talk about it more.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna do it. Any other information? I don't think this
That
week.
was it. We just want to check in with y'all. Let you know we still here. We still kicking.
We
There
still here.
will
We
be no
kicking
show next Tuesday again
next.
because I'll be out of town, and we'll look into getting this thing revamped and
Yeah,
coming in strong starting in August. And we got some exciting guests coming up. We got some exciting
yeah.
topics to talk about. And
Hmm.
some, we want to hear everybody else's perspective on things too,
Yeah.
on the business sides.
Yeah, and we're gonna reschedule my guy from Winthrop University days, comedian Wafiq, doing some incredible things out there in Raleigh, North Carolina, man, with his comedy and his page, comedian Wafiq, on YouTube. He's got content. It's funny, man. And he was kind of quiet and reserved in college, but now he's doing this thing, man. So shout out to him. And I will say the chairman of the board will be in White Lake, North Carolina on Saturday. Kind of light week this week. I'm gonna try to catch up on a couple of things. Wink, wink, James Masters. I'm gonna be hitting you up in the next day or two.
Let's do it.
But other than that, just Saturday this
collaboration.
This week, we're working on some things, man. See what we can do. And I had one thing I got hung up. Something I'm trying to get uploaded without going into details. Something I just finished. I've been having a little glitch in the matrix with, but I had to talk to the producer, got a couple of things, still working on it though. So I'm trying to get that taken care of. Then I'm gonna pivot over and see what we can come up with. But the chairman of the board will be in White Lake, North Carolina, Saturday. Go to the chairman of the board, www.thechairmanoftheboard.com for all of those details. Other than that, I guess we'll see everyone in 2 weeks. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, and everybody. Thank y'all so much. God bless you. Have a great day, great rest of the week. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Hey. Yes, James. Yeah. We're gonna be hollering. Other than the ET figure.